guys, this is Carrie with Glitzy Glam, and I wanted to share with you my ideas for the easiest meal planning ever. All right, when I first got married, I read the book Make a Mix Cookbook. If you want to know how to make all of your cake mixes from scratch, all of your tortillas from scratch, all of your meals from scratch, and make everything in big batches, that is the cookbook for you. But I no longer really use that cookbook, but it was very, very helpful in helping me get to where I am today. What I did use from the book was the meat mixes, because we ate a lot of beef at that time, and I used that cookbook to make all of my beef mixes. Then as time went by, what I did was I would just use the ground beef mix, because we used more ground beef than we did anything else. So I'm going to tell you about the two recipes that are in that book that I have adapted. I'm going to tell you how I used to do it and how I've adapted it here lately. What I would do was buy 5 pounds of ground beef. I would put it in a crock pot and put in my chopped onions and a tablespoon of seasoning, all-purpose seasoning. And I would cook all of my ground beef at once. I would put it in Ziploc bags and put it in the refrigerator until I needed ground beef. That way, if I was making tacos, I just added taco seasoning. I had pre-seasoned ground beef ready at any time I needed it. Well, you can also do the same with chicken. You can put a whole chicken in the crock pot, or you can put, what I did was the easy way, because I didn't want to debone my chicken. So I would put chicken breasts in the crock pot, and I would cook it with some chicken broth, and then I would save the chicken broth, and I would save the chicken in Ziploc bags and put that in the freezer. And that is awesome, awesome. Now what I do, I have an air fryer, and I just tried this new way of doing this just yesterday. So and I did get some of the idea from Dawn from Minimum Mom, because she makes chicken with some salsa and taco seasoning. Well, I like Rotel tomatoes in the can, so I decided to try ground beef, 1 pound of ground beef in my air fryer with a can of Rotel tomatoes and some chopped onions, and then I seasoned it real good with the taco seasoning. Now, Dawn of Minimum Mom uses a package of taco seasoning, but I have the big container of taco seasoning from Sam's Club. So some recipes usually call for a whole 1/4 of a cup. So I just kind of eyeball it, because I don't quite like using a whole 1/4 of a cup. I don't like using a 1/4 of a cup, so I use almost, and I just kind of guess. Now you'll know how much you like. You know, if you put a 1/4 cup of taco seasoning, or a whole packet of taco seasoning, and you think yours is a little too spicy or a little too salty, you can cut back on that and adjust it to the way your family likes it. But that's how I now make my ground beef in the air fryer. It takes 5 minutes, guys, to cook, more or less. I've even done it with my ground beef, a pound of ground beef frozen, and then it defrosted in 5 minutes. I went in and broke it up and crumbled it up, and then I let it cook for another 10 minutes, and it made the perfect ground beef for tacos because it had the canned Rotel tomatoes, kept it juicy, and then the taco seasoning gave it the nice flavor, and my family loved it. You just put it on a taco shell and put shredded cheese, sour cream, or your favorite taco seasoning, the way you like to make tacos, your favorite way to make tacos. You can, you know, cut up all the fresh veggies and put on, but that was our quick go-to recipe. Now for my actual menu plan. What I do is every Monday is chicken. Every Tuesday, I call it Taco Tuesday just so I can remember, but it may be chalupas. It may just be refried bean chalupas with all the fixins on top like you would a taco. It could be the beef tacos using the mix that I told you, or it could be chicken, or if my husband has made fajitas, it can be fajitas. That way you can rotate every week, still have Taco Tuesday, but make it chicken tacos one week, make it bean chalupas one week, beef chalupas or tacos. I like chalupas just because, you know, you can buy them already hard and you just make your tacos super fast. But sometimes I get in the mood for actual tacos. And so we'll have actual tacos. Now with my husband, we use the low carb tortillas because he's diabetic. So these are great. My meal plan is also great for low carb, those that eat low carb. Now, you know, you may make adjustments for the tortillas on Taco Tuesday and use the low carb. And then Wednesdays are always Wing Wednesdays. Now we change up the flavor of our wings every week. And then Thursday is Takeout Thursday. There's no rhyming. We just like Thursdays because Fridays are usually super busy. So we do our takeout. We may go out to eat on Thursday, or we may order in, which we've learned to do since the pandemic. And then on Fridays, Frozen Fridays. I know that sounds weird, but if you have some favorite frozen entrees that you buy from HEB or Walmart or Sam's Club that are already pre-made meals, like for us it may be baked fish, it may be chicken pot pie, which is probably our cheat meal since my husband's not supposed to have you know, pie crust. But that is whatever your favorite frozen entrees are, that's what you would have on Fridays. Now on Saturdays, this is the only day my family doesn't really like, but I make Saturdays our soup Saturdays. Now I change it up. You can have cauliflower soup, which is just like your baked potato soup. If you are able to eat potatoes, make baked potato soup. I make cauliflower soup with the cheese and the bacon and real creamy, rich and creamy. Taco soup, which you can also have leftovers on Taco Tuesday. But taco soup is good. It can be chicken taco soup or it can be beef taco soup. And again, you can use the already cooked chicken and already cooked ground beef, because how I make my taco soup is ground beef, Rotel tomatoes, a can of corn, can of black beans. You season it until it's nice and seasoned, and that is taco soup for us. So that's super easy recipe and my family loves it. The corn gives it just a little bit of carbs, but you know, diabetics can have a little. They just can't eat a whole lot because it takes their sugar up. And then on Sundays, now that day is kind of a free-for-all. We either my husband barbecues and we eat barbecue. We may eat something left over from Saturday. We may go out to get something fast food. Sundays is really one of those days. It's your choice. Sunday is your choice. And if you do barbecue or cook on Sunday, Monday can either be the chicken or the leftovers from the weekend. All right, now let's go back to how I prep for some of this. What I do is on Mondays or Tuesdays, and sometimes I get busy and it doesn't wind up being until Wednesday, unfortunately. But most of the time I put in my grocery list Sunday night, and I pick up my groceries at Sam's Club on Mondays. Most of the time. Once in a while I get busy. But then what I buy is buy 2 packages of chicken thighs and a package of chicken tenders. My husband does not like dark meat. He likes the chicken, so I buy the chicken tenders. My son and I, we like the dark meat, so I buy the chicken thighs. But what makes it super, super easy is we use our favorite seasoning. We have a rosemary garlic seasoning that we really love, and we have a everything but the bagel seasoning, and we have just regular all-purpose seasoning. Now, as many times as you want to rotate your chicken flavors, that's how many seasonings that you need. But what's really awesome is I take the whole package of chicken thighs and I use all one seasoning on the whole package of chicken thighs. And then the next package is a whole nother flavor. I only do 2 flavors because there's only 3 of us. But if you have a large family and you want to rotate meals more often, you can do 4 packages of chicken and season each one up with your favorite seasonings. Then what I do is, I take, since my husband only eats a few chicken tenders, I will season. What I do is I take a Ziploc bag, I put 3 thighs and my husband's chicken tenders all in a freezer bag, and I freeze it. And I do that until all the chicken is gone. I think with the chicken thighs and the chicken tenders, I get 4 bags of rosemary garlic chicken, and I get 4 bags of my everything but the bagel chicken. And I have chicken. It really does go pretty quickly because sometimes we may wind up eating that again. One of those chickens, we may eat chicken again on Sunday, which on Frozen Friday we may eat, you know, the fried chicken tenders that are frozen that you just put in the air fryer. I use my air fryer every single day for every single meal, except for something that has to go into the oven that just absolutely cannot go in the air fryer. So I hope this meal plan is inspiring for you. I hope it's as easy for you as it is for me, but that is what I do. And for breakfast, I do something similar. I do that meal prep on the weekends. I buy a big package of thick bacon. I like Black Label, but it can be your favorite bacon. I buy the Jimmy Dean, the long Jimmy Dean sausages. While it's defrosted, I slice it up. I put all the sausage patties on a cookie sheet that has been sprayed so it doesn't stick. Stick that in the freezer with some foil on top so that they're already pre-cut. I know how much we only eat 2 sausage patties. My husband eats 1 sausage patty and my son eats 1, and I eat the bacon. So I have 4 strips of bacon and 2 sausage patties in separate Ziploc bags, but they're all in Ziploc bags, frozen, ready on Saturday and Sunday mornings. I take out the meat, stick it in my air fryer, frozen. It cooks in 13 minutes, frozen in the air fryer. And then I stick my biscuits in the oven, start my coffee. As soon as it looks like it's done, I whip up some scrambled eggs, and that is our breakfast every Saturday and Sunday morning. Now, if you need more details, ask me some questions, and if I talked a little too fast or gave way too much information, ask me some questions in the comments below, and I will try to answer all of your questions about my easy, in my opinion, the easiest meal planning ever. And I haven't gotten bored yet with my meal plan. But we don't have to think about it. We know what we're eating every single day, except maybe Sunday could be a challenge. Sometimes Saturdays and Sundays are a little bit of a challenge just because, you know, I like soup. My family's not all that crazy about soup. And my husband doesn't always barbecue on Sundays. Well, I said a lot in this video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got a lot out of it, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for listening.